Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we discuss Jalen Reagor gaining interest across the NFL, not due to one practice, but multiple good practice. Since we're talking about practice, let's go over day 6 notes.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today, we got a lot to talk about. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, help your boy out and hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new, and ding that bell so you know when we go live or drop videos or when we talk to Marcus Sepps. Tomorrow, it will go down. I'm not sure if it's live or recorded, and I don't got the time yet. I'll drop it in a couple hours on a community post, or if you have your bell hit, you'll be notified. I'm waiting for a call at 6:30, 7 p.m. Eastern to just confirm the exact time. Hey, they practiced today. Marcus Sepps got to get in a good workout. We just trying to fit in with his schedule, but it is happening sometime tomorrow. Now, day 6 camp notes. In the first one, we got to stick with Jalen Reagor, who's been having a great camp. And you see my number one note, Jalen Reagor stock up for trade. Now, before we talk trade and the report that came out by Jeff Mosher, let me just say this. All the adversity that Jalen Reagor went through, and yes, I called him a bad player as well, because when you're not productive for a first-round pick, you're going to be frustrated as a fan, and that's what I am. However, he came in with his head held pretty high, and he's been one of the most productive receivers. Now, I'm not saying that's going to translate into the games, but last year it was one catch, maybe one play, or that one catch and one more play. It's been consistent on him just being productive, coming in for Quez Watkins, with the second team, with the first team. He's doing what needs to be done. Now, again, this is year 3 for a wide receiver. Whether he's going to contribute because something happens to one of our receivers, or he's the 4th or 5th guy and he just gets a couple plays, good for you. It's more than what you've done when you had bigger opportunities. But there's also the trade possibility. Maybe he needs his own home, a new home. And maybe a team saying, wow, it's not just one play. He's being consistent, will offer. Here is the report via Mir Slat on IG. Eagles Everything says teams have been calling via Jeff Mosher. Now, this could be just what was said before, because Jeff Mosher reported teams were calling. But this seems to be more calls after a strong camp. Jeff Mosher said it before, nothing happened. Now he's saying it again via Eagles Everything on IG, and we just got to see what comes from it. Him being better can help the Eagles, it can help him, it can help another team. But if he goes to another team, that still helps the Eagles because they don't take a cap hit. We're done with that pick, and we move on with the future of our receiving core, which I believe is AJ, Devontae, and good old Quez Watkins. Maybe a little Pascal on the side. Now, number 2 is injuries, and I have a typo. I didn't write Smitty up there. You see and it's blank. But the injuries to Mulata, Dillard, and Smitty are the ones I want to talk about. Let's start with injuries to the O-line. Mulata and Dillard with concussions? Now, I understand a concussion can come at any time, but this is what I said 7-8 hours ago on Twitter, 6 hours ago on Twitter. How is Jordan Mulata out with a concussion? They got their helmets on, plus all this extra padding. They got helmets, extra padding, and we're supposedly not tackling. Now, I understand the D-line always hits. They always collide. But we wearing these things and they're not working? Come on now. And they didn't practice today being Thursday, so the concussion happened Tuesday. I'm not saying it happened this play against Josh Sweat, but I'm saying, why didn't we hear about it Wednesday? Why did we have to wait until Thursday? It's probably mild. It's just concerning. And I'm like, dang, we going through the precautions and we're still getting some bad luck. Now, Smitty got a groin injury, right? I think it's more precautionary. Maybe he feels a little sore. Nothing like 6 weeks out or nothing like that. They say he's been doing the most running, getting the most cardio in. A little sore. Let me rest it. Load management for our guys that we need throughout the season. No concussions, no groins. Just let's relax. It is what it is, though. Better to get the little ones out now, recover, and get into the season strong. Number 3, the hottest day. Practice started an hour early because it was so hot. Almost triple degrees, 100 degrees. It's 98 where I'm at. It was dang near 100 in Philly. And I'm only an hour away from Philly, so it's probably 100 here too, the real feel. But it was the hottest day and the longest practice. There are reports out that they practiced for almost 2 hours, an hour and 40. I seen an hour and 40, and I seen an hour and 45. So it's 5 minutes different. But that's their longest practice on the hottest day. Was Nick Sirianni seeing something that wasn't going right and wanted them to stay out there and get it right? Or is he just trying to rev things up as we get closer to actual football? By the way, the Jags and the Raiders play tonight. I'm not going to live stream it or nothing, but I will be flipping on because I'm just dying to see football back. And I can't wait. And I will be live streaming the Eagles preseason games. Now, number 4 is what I love to see. We were 31st last year in pass rush. Now, I'm not saying you got to blitz every down because I do believe we got the defensive line to win one-on-ones. Hassan Reddick coming around the edge can beat his man. Fletch, Davis, Hargrave, Graham, Sweat, the rotation, even Barnett because he's fresh. He's not playing 80%. He's playing only 28%. We got the bodies to beat him one-on-one. But we will send some blitzes. I think we're going to be more aggressive. But the pass rush and linebackers making it tough for the offense today. Jalen Hurts was reported holding the ball a little bit long, maybe the secondary doing their job, but the linebackers were going side to side. Hassan Reddick reportedly got Miles Sanders side to side before he even got to the line of scrimmage. Pass rush, Davis, Hassan Reddick, Sweat, they are causing trouble on the offensive line and getting in the back, making Jalen Hurts' job tough. Now again, no Mulata, no Dillard. Dillard's their second team left tackle. Mulata's the first team left tackle. They weren't there. That could have contributed to it. But it's good to start. It's good to see and hear. And again, it's hard to get pressure in practice because you're not going 100% because you don't want to hurt the guy in front of you. O-line and D-line collide. So you can say our D-line's not going to show its true colors into the game, and it showed it today because of the lack of offensive line health. Hey, iron sharpen iron. You know how I feel about that. But it's good to see the pass rush and the linebackers be talked about because last year it was non-existent. Linebackers haven't been existent with the Eagles for a while, but our pass rush was going last year. And I tell you guys all the time, I'm 31 years old. I don't know what it looks like to watch an Eagles game with no pass rush. Schwartz got it done via the pass rush. Jim Johnson did it for a long time. We've never not had a least decent pass rush. 31st last year was disgusting. And my last key note, number 5, Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown connection. It is growing. Hurts threw 2 touchdowns today, both to A.J. Brown. Reagor was stepping in for Devontae Smith with the first team. Quez got in there too, so did Zach Pascal. Well, Pascal participated a little bit, but he was still with that illness. However, when you look at Reagor, he caught a nice touchdown one-on-one against James Bradbury. One-on-one favors the offense. Reagor caught a couple good passes, but a slant pass in a tight window to A.J. Brown, and what did he do? He did the rest. He did the rest. Yak, yak, yak is coming to the Philadelphia Eagles, to a TV on NFL. I wanted to say to a TV. Coming soon to a TV to you. Couldn't say it. I kept trying to throw NFL in there, and it was messing me up. But not only the yak from A.J. Brown, the red zone ability. Today, Hurts to Brown in the back of the end zone touchdown. So we got one outside the red zone for the distance and one inside the red zone. But my main thing is Hurts-Brown connection is growing. It is growing. I still think that Devontae could lead this team in catches and yards because he's that versatile. I think AJ could lead the team in catches or yards. But we know that there's a repertoire between Devontae and Hurts. It grew throughout last season, and we knew there was automatically going to be one between Brown and Hurts. But the media tried to say, at first OTAs and shorts, they really didn't have a connection. That friendship might not mean anything. Stop it. I said then it doesn't matter. And now we're starting to see the connection really start to take shape. It's taking shape. This is what you want in August. First preseason, I would like to see Hurts get some snaps. We'll see what Nick Sirianni does. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Jalen Reagor, is he stepping up to be an Eagle this year and contribute a little bit? Is he stepping up and he's about to get shipped out and we are going to save some money on the cap, get a little piece return, a player, a pick, and we go about our business? You let me know about that. Let me know about the injuries. Let me know about all camp. If you know something that I don't know, let me know. And make sure you are there tomorrow. Don't miss it. Again, it's only 5 o'clock where I'm at. With that being said, I get the call. If I figure out what time, I'll still put it in the community post. But if you got that bell hit, you will know. I'm not sure if it's going to be live or recorded, depending on my schedule. I want it to be live, but we're going to have some great questions. I'm excited. I talked to Marcus a little bit, but I've mainly been talking to his agent. And he said he's going to see Marcus today, and I'll get the time for tomorrow. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Again, it's 100 degrees outside, so I got my AC running, but it's still hot. We out. Peace.